All right, so here we are in our lovely kitchen doing Latoya's hot chocolate from scratch. That's going to be a fun little product. You can see my lovely daughter here, all shy and cold. It's going to be really good. So, of course, the very first thing is our precondition that the supplies are all clean and on the counter. So, here you go there. And so you can see they're all nice and clean and on the counter. We've got our milk, our sugar, our cocoa, saucepan, mugs, and bowls to mix in. It's all there. Everything is happy-go-lucky. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make Latoya's hot chocolate from scratch. So everybody say hello to my lovely daughter, Sam. We're going to make Latoya's hot chocolate with all of our ingredients here. The very first thing is a decision. We're going to decide if we're going to use a mix or if we're going to use cocoa. Obviously, in our case, we've got the cocoa here, so we're going to skip that step. So our next thing is to measure out 1 tablespoon of cocoa. And so we'll do that. We'll open up the cocoa here. You can just discard that. We don't need that. And throw it away. It goes.
Over there.
So 1 tablespoon of cocoa. And now it says we're going to add and mix to a paste with 1/2 cup of milk in a mug. So we can put that nice little 1 tablespoon of cocoa in a mug. There we go. Now we're going to measure out 1/2 cup of milk because the action says and mix to a paste with 1/2 cup of milk in a mug. So here we go with our milk. 1/2 cup. So she's pouring out nice and well. And there's our 1/2 cup there. So we'll pour that within the mug. And then we're going to mix that into a paste with the spoon. So that's still on action 3 there. Mix, paste, and cup until we get a nice paste. Not so much a paste as it is, I suppose,
Liquid.
a nice little strong liquid. Smells good though, doesn't it, Sam?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. All right, so our next is an action. We're going to pour 1½ cup of milk into our saucepan. So, just set it down here. So we're going to take 1½ cups of milk. So first we got to pour it out here. So 1½ cups. Significantly more this time. So 1½ cups of milk. And pour it into our saucepan. Here we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we'll just set the pan back down because we don't want to bring it to a boil on the counter, which would be awesome. And then we're going to heat the milk in the saucepan over low heat. So we'll just come over here. We'll come over to our nice little stove that we've got here and put it on there. Now it says low heat, so we'll just turn it on and put it all the way down to low. Which I think we'll just put it on 2.
Works better that way.
Even though they did say low, so we'll just put it on low.
Indecisive.
That's low heat. I mean, see, it's still on, but it's low heat.
You're indecisive.
So we'll let that go and we'll heat it up, and we'll be right back. So,
Lovely cup of paste.
lovely cup of paste with a nice steamy milk bath going on here. Our next is a decision whether or not we're going to use our prepackaged mix. We're not using prepackaged, so we're going to skip that and go to the next action. And the action says to pour the paste directly into the saucepan. So let's pour that in. There it is right there. And then we'll just stir it a little like the action says and be right back. Now, as our lovely cocoa is making on the stove, hi Sammy, we now need to do the next action, which says if making cocoa from scratch, which we are, then we need to, while stirring, add 1½ tablespoon of granulated sugar. So we're going to measure out 1½ tablespoons into one of these little containers here. So 1½ tablespoons of granulated sugar. I'll just move that out of the way for you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So that's 1.
And a lump.
And a lump. The lump's not quite a half, so we'll just do this. We'll lump and there you go. All right, so there's our 1½. We'll bring that over to the stove now, and we'll stir that in. So we'll pour and we'll stir, which we can use that spoon that we have over there for stirring.
Okay. I'll do that.
And so we'll stir it in.
Spoon.
And it says while pouring we have to stir, so we'll do that.
Will you read for it in though?
And so just get the center though, so make sure there's nothing stuck in the center there. And look at that nice steamy hot chocolate. Gotta love that.
That's amazing.
And it's got to smell pretty good too, I should think. Yeah, it does. Ooh. Nom, nom, nom. Okay. Next action says that once everything is dissolved, we're to turn off the heat. So let's turn off the heat. So we've done that right there. Now we've done that. Okay, and then the next step is to add 1/2 ounce of peppermint schnapps, but we're not an alcohol family. No. So we're going to skip that step. And then we're going to stir the mixture. So stir the mixture.
Again?
Yes, let's stir the mixture again. Stir, 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 stir. And then our next one is to pour hot chocolate into mug filling until almost full. So go get the mug. She's heading on over there to get those mugs. And watch this over here. So then we're going to pour it into the mug until almost full. So go ahead and pour in. Carefully now, it's going to be hot.
I know. Plus you don't want to spill any.
Yeah, I don't want to spill. Look at that nice steam. It's going to be nice and warm. Oh. Until almost full, which is good right there. Yes. Perfect.
So extras.
We do. And now we have to do top with whipped cream. I'm lactose intolerant and we have no whipped cream. So
No.
sadly, no.
No.
But we can garnish it with a candy cane. Go get a candy cane. We have candy canes. Candy canes and hot chocolate, like totally awesome. And we'll come over here. We'll garnish it with the candy cane just by plopping it in, stirring it. Perfect. And it's gone. But it's still there, so it tastes good. And then finally, the most important part of this whole entire process.
Drinking it?
Enjoying your hot chocolate.
Can
So
I-
let's drink it.
Can I go get a straw?
No, just drink it. Come on.
Oh,
Right
it's
out of the bowl.
hot.
I'm sure. That's got to be good. Let's see how well Latoya did. And
Not half bad.
not half bad. It's got to be some good thing there. So our post condition is
Good.
hot chocolate in cup, ready to drink, which is
Good.
Here we are in our nice little living room. Our daughter has the lovely Latoya chocolate milk here. Oh, so really good. And so we're going to follow up with our after UML cooking session just to make sure that we have everything in play. And so we have to ask ourselves, were the instructions in this particular UML cooking recipe concise and clear? Yes, they were. They were nice and clear. So I didn't really have an issue following that. And then it says, have I learned anything or would I add anything to this? So have I learned anything about this particular one? I would say yes. I mean, for me, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't like drinking alcohol. And for me, I just don't. I don't think including that inside of a recipe is a good thing. So I would include the schnapps as a decision, a part of a decision action note, and said, hey, if you like alcohol or if you like schnapps, go ahead and add that. Otherwise, it can be skipped. Otherwise, if this was running in a process, the process would have successfully stopped at that point because there's no way we could have fulfilled that condition. So as far as the whipped cream and the schnapps, I would have done those in decision nodes, as not everybody likes whipped cream on their hot chocolate, and some people are lactose intolerant like me. I can't have it. And not everybody likes alcohol. Right, Sam?
Correct.
But it's still good.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely good. So moving forward for UML, what would I change? Be a little bit more specific about things that I would be, adding in. If some people may not like it, or if it's like an ingredient that some people are iffy about, put it in a decision node and go from there. So that's our follow-up and our lovely girl. Let me just have a drink of this here myself because
I've been hogging it.
she's been hogging it. And it's just one of those things.
It's because it's good hot chocolate.
Oh, it's good hot chocolate with peppermint in there. So with that, that's the end of our Cooking with UML follow-up, and we hope you enjoy it. Bye.